How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and today it's a bit of a short, simple mission again. I'll be honest, I was procrastinating rather a lot tonight, so didn't get too much done. South City Bridge, this one's called. The reason I picked it, though, is I'm going to fix a bridge, so at least it opens up another route, and yeah, as I didn't have much time, I kind of knew regardless, this was always going to be like a really short mission anyway. Yeah, once I get that road open, though, there's a roadblock there, which I ended up in that water and back out of it successfully during the live stream. And then the other roadblock, you have to build like a log bridge pathway thing, but it doesn't really matter, you can drive over it anyway. Yeah, so for this one, got the Navistar out. There's a cat there. See, I've got a cat. Oh, and that Lo4f and dolphin. God, I'm professional at the end. Yeah, I was just flicking through my garage and I was umming and ahhing. I was thinking I could go and get Steve again, but I've run out of Steves. I don't know where I've left them, and I couldn't be bothered travelling to Russia just to go and buy some more. So then I went through the American truck store, seen a Navistar, and yeah, I was like, sod it, I'm buying it. We'll go out in that. And to be fair, I probably will use this again for like a bit of a longer video, because it's a good truck and I like it. No regrets bringing it out tonight. I thought it'd be a good test. I was taking the step deck out, which the Navistar is not a massive truck, it's not a tiny truck, but I was just seeing in terms of like where it sits on the saddle. How bad is it, generally speaking? It's probably a pretty good gauge to see like how trollish the step deck is these days. Seen it scuff the kind of edge of the ramp there, but it didn't catch. To be honest, in its setup, it sits kind of high enough at the back that like it's quite neatly tucked in. That's what she said. So yeah, unless you're on like a really severe angle, I think on trucks where like if the saddle lays a bit further back and it's really at the back of the chassis, obviously it moves the trailer back, and then the distance between the back of your truck and the underside of the trailer is more, so it catches on a lot of stuff. And yeah, for this one, by the way, yeah, 3 wooden planks is all I need, so just flying down to the sawmill. I didn't, well, I could have brought, I was umming and ahhing as well, like I could bring a Kenworth again, 3-slot cargo. Funnily enough, that does remind me actually, I went and looked at a P12, because I was even thinking, could I do a run in the P12 and just kind of, I don't know, give it a rough opinion of what I think it's like compared to that new Kenworth. I even looked to see, I thought, oh, maybe they've added like a 3-slot sideboard to the P12 since I added the Kenworth and everything. Not only they haven't, and I like triple checked, so I'm about as certain as I can be on this, there was no sideboard for the P12 either, so I couldn't even have done it, say like a 2-slot cargo and took a trailer or something. Yeah, I mainly use the P12 as a crane vehicle, so I've never even really, well, I have used it, I mean it's in videos, but not all that often, and I'm assuming I never really came across the fact that it's not got a sideboard. I must have just kept using the saddle. So yeah, that kind of ruled that one out pretty swiftly. And yeah, hence why. Just scrolling through, read this, clicked and bought it. Didn't put too much thought into it. Just dropped it out like of high gear there, just as I knew it was a pretty short mission. Not just to slow it down like that, I was just curious. When I was flying along in high, I was thinking maybe I've got enough speed to kind of jump over stuff so the trailer won't catch. Just wanted to see, even across those logs there, they were a little bit trollish, but it wasn't even doing that, wasn't really looking where I was going. Tree made the ultimate sacrifice. And then yeah, the bridge I'm heading for is actually the one you can see in the background. I should have put it in high gear already. Got a bit of a better run up this hill, but it wasn't to be. It got me. I think it made me go back down to first for a little bit, but I think at some point it started jumping back up. But one of the main things I've always liked about this truck is just the weight characteristics of it. It actually feels like it's weighted sort of how you'd expect. Which is nice, even if you're not going rapid. You know certain terrains where you sort of feel like your truck's basically sat on the top of it and it's not really biting in because there's not that much weight. I've always found this at least has enough to where it feels like it will generate enough of its own grip to keep going. Obviously it's not infallible, as I should imagine, like, well, the Death Mud in Alaska, that section. I can't remember, it is on a review video somewhere. And yeah, like I say, once we're out of that bit though, back onto the main roads. Pretty simple. And then yeah, I ended up the rest of the video, like the last few minutes of this video, it was just a loaf, being a goddamn professional. Thought I'd well, help demonstrate a few things. And yeah, since this ended up being pretty brief, to be honest, had I not added the loaf footage, I would have edited this video bloody hours ago. But like I said, that's it, I'm off in my own little world then. Then my cat was turning up, trying to explain to him the loaf is about to do good things. I must have got my tyre caught on the curb there. I was about to hit that sign, swerved away from that, but then my steering was like already fed in, so yeah. We may have hit a bridge. Sorry, if you can hear tapping in the background, it's my cat. He's used a litter tray. I don't know if anyone else's cat does this. He then attempts to what he thinks is scratching a bit of litter over it. What he actually does is hit everything within a cat arm's length. He scratches the radiator, the floor, the box, but not the litter, a bag nib, everything. For 20 minutes, sometimes. Yeah, anyway, sorry, it's just if you can hear it tapping in the background. That'll be that noisy, inconvenient beast that picks his moments. I've only been recording volume for 6 minutes, and he got in there. Yeah, the mission, like I say, money-wise and all that, not really anything to write home about, but it just opens up this bridge so I can actually start heading that way. I think I'm going to have to do the Roadblock, because again, I drove over it in Dan and Loaf in the live stream, but it got a bit lively. And then yeah, I just thought I'd move the Navistar out of the way before I kind of release it to the wild forever. I'll probably move it off the bridge so it's not in the way. Looking for a little parking spot, like this looks good. There we go. I release you, Navistar. You now belong to this map, and that's where I'll live now for years probably. Yeah, so that's about it for the video. Like I say, a bit of a short sweet one, but at least it's chipping away at unlocking the road. Yeah, this was just earlier tonight. I mean, look at Loaf. What an absolute beast. Showing some wrestling moves. Got him in some kind of wrist lock. Tap out, bitch. I'm king of the oceans. But then, I think, yeah, look, he like slips on a banana peel or something. He's all good. And then, whoop, he's gone. And Super Mario days came back to haunt him. But yeah, I just thought in general there's a few things to mention. One, the Loaf's ability just to be a goddamn professional. See, I'm observing, because I'm like, even when my cat turned up, it's like, just watch. The Loaf is going to do good things, and I'm going to stay watching him, because I know he will. I was looking around, the dolphin really should have, back in the day I reckon that would have started. It's beyond like the 90-degree angle, but they seem to have made that a bit stricter these days, I think. Yeah, so it looked like both were stalled, but plan B, hit recovery, and he's back. Don't call it a comeback. It says engine broken. That is a goddamn lie. Loaf is fluent in engine in at least 13 languages, so you can hear it sounding more French on startup. I think it was like, I can't ever think of a French engine again without remembering the time that I accidentally made a Peugeot inhale its own intake manifold, which resulted in possibly one of the loudest noises I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, when we got the Loaf back up to here, I put a winch from the front of the Loaf to the dolphin, and you can see it's kind of levering the crane, so it's sort of scooting the back end of the crane round. I was able to zombie winch start the dolphin, but then every time I put the handbrake on, it was just enough it'd roll back a bit, and then the dolphin would stall. So, like, I don't know, plan C, Loaf slipped on another banana skin, but we'll figure it out. So both back to stalled again. It was close, but the dolphin was not having it. And I'm not tapping out yet with the Loaf. He attempts some kind of sit-up. Appears to be the first one he's ever done. He's not too sure about it. So, hit restore crane again. Goes for another sit-up. Right. Couple more little wiggles. So he's just building up the theatrics. He's like Hulk Hogan, Loaf. That's why he's blonde. You know when you think he's done, and then he starts doing that trembling thing where he's reaching for the ropes, and then he's like, "I'm still living, brother," and he's back. Well, and then you think, how is he going to rescue the dolphin? That's how he's going to rescue the dolphin. An absolute goddamn horse of a vehicle, that's what he is. and then we're back. He's like, well, thanks everyone for coming. That's today's class. Snacks on the way out are available, and we'll reconvene next week to demonstrate another way, or I escape the impossible. And that's about it. Just thought I'd show a slightly more unusual way to escape a situation. Pretty standard loaf tactics, to be honest. He's trained for these kind of situations. So you even got like a little loaf on the boat in the background, like Mr. Miyagi. You just witnessed dolphin on, dolphin off successfully. Yeah, that's about it for today though. I hope you enjoyed, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Get yourself a loaf because he's an absolute goddamn professional, and I'll be back soon.